long before time was measured. Before mankind etched their stories into stone. The world was ruled by beings of unimaginable power. Titans, gods, monsters, locked in eternal struggle over the fate of the cosmos. From the chaos of the void came order. And from that order, betrayal, war, and divine vengeance. This is the mythic saga of the Greek gods, but who truly ruled Olympus? What secrets did Zeus keep from the mortals he watched from above? Why did gods, born immortal, fear fate more than death itself? And what really happened at the dawn of the world, before the gods we know even existed? In this video, we're peeling back the veil of myth and legend, from the ancient primordial beings to the epic battles of gods and heroes. This is the entire story of the Greek gods. Explained like never before. Prepare yourself. The heavens are watching. And the truth is more divine, and more terrifying, than you ever imagined. The birth of the first elements of the universe, Gaia, the earth, reached upward to create her counterpart, Uranus, the sky. He was vast and unending, a canopy of stars that stretched over her, embracing her completely. Together, earth and sky became the first cosmic couple. And from their union, life began to take form. Gaia gave birth to the very building blocks of the world, the Urea, the majestic mountains, standing tall and silent, Pontus, the boundless sea, deep and untamable, and from her bond with Uranus came even more powerful beings. Their children would shape the next chapter of existence. Among them were the Titans, 12 mighty beings who represented time, memory, the sun, the moon, the oceans, and more, the Cyclopes, one-eyed giants of incredible strength and divine craftsmanship, and the Centimanes, terrifying monsters with 100 arms and 50 heads, embodiments of chaos and overwhelming power. But despite fathering these children, Uranus was horrified by their form and power. Fearing their strength, he forced them back into Gaia's womb, deep within the earth, into the depths of Tartarus. Gaia cried out in pain, betrayed by the very sky she had created. And in that darkness, resentment began to grow. The seeds of rebellion were planted, a new storm was coming, and so begins the first cosmic war. A son would soon rise to challenge his father. And the age of the Titans would begin. From the endless void of chaos, the first great powers came into being, primordial beings who weren't born, but simply were. First was Gaia, the earth itself. Not just a goddess, but the living body of the world. She was fertile, eternal, and strong. She gave shape and form to the formless. Then came Tartarus, the vast and shadowy abyss that lay beneath even the underworld. A place of confinement, of terror, and of punishment, a counterbalance to Gaia's stability. Eros followed, not the mischievous winged Cupid we see in later myths, but a cosmic force. The power of attraction, union, and creation. Without Eros, there would be no harmony, no love, no reason for the universe to come together. From chaos also came Nyx, the personification of night, cloaked in shadow, her presence quiet and profound. She would go on to birth many other dark and powerful forces, Moros, doom, Hypnos, sleep, Thanatos, death, and more. Alongside her, Erebus, the darkness of the underworld, emerged, a deep gloom that filled the gaps between light and matter. These were not gods of temples or altars. They were raw forces, the foundation stones of existence. There was no Olympus yet. No thunderbolts or chariots. Just elements taking shape, interacting, and preparing the universe for what was to come. But Gaia. Gaia was not content to exist alone. Soon, she would create a partner, Uranus. The sky, to cover her. And from their union, a new age would begin, the age of the Titans. But with creation comes conflict. And from the love between earth and sky would be born a struggle that would shake the very cosmos. Before gods, before men, before the earth, the sky, or the stars. There was only one thing, chaos, not chaos as we know it, no noise, no destruction, but a yawning emptiness. A formless, shapeless void. The raw, unstructured nothingness from which all existence would be born. In the ancient Greek view of the universe, chaos wasn't evil or destructive. It was simply potential. The fertile emptiness that held the seeds of everything that would come. From this silent abyss, the first beings began to stir, not gods as we think of them, but primordial entities, forces of nature that embodied the very fabric of reality. But before we meet them, remember this, in Greek mythology, there was no divine creator, no master plan. The universe simply began, through chaos, and unfolded itself, layer by layer, like a story being told for the first time. Out of this void, Gaia, the earth, took shape. Tartarus, the deep abyss. Eros, the force of desire. Nyx, the night. And Erebus, the darkness, but that is where our story truly begins.